Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today let's take a look at the 2025 GMC Sierra. This is the 1500 AT4X. It's finished off in sterling metallic and the MSRP is just shy of $84,000. The only option for this truck is underneath the hood, so everything else is factory. So this has the optional 6.2 liter V8. It is paired to a 10-speed automatic and it pumps out 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. This weighs in around 5,800 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds, and it also has a fuel capacity of 24 gallons. Now this truck has some nice features like the steel front bumper, which retains all the parking sensors, and it has fog lights too. There's LEDs for all the lighting, and then a massive GMC grille with a forward-facing camera, plenty of cutouts to provide cooling to all of those components. There's steel skid plates underneath, and then some really nice lines that come down the hood. Now this truck also features the Multimatic suspension, so it does have a small lift to it with ground clearance right around 10.7 inches. Really nice set of wheels and tires for this. There's a thin fender arch, both front and rear. And then you'll notice power folding side mirrors, which have a spotlight and a camera on them. And then there's a sunroof up top as well. And then really nice lines that flow down the side. Leading our way to the back, where you'll notice the integrated steps on both sides of the bumper. There's parking sensors, the backup camera, LEDs for the lighting. With the V8, you can also tow right around 13,000 pounds as well. And this truck also has remote start. So let's lock it, double tap this button, bring it to life. Where you'll notice the high clearance exhaust too, so that is tucked away nicely. And if you hold on this control, that is how you can shut it off. Now this truck also has the Multiflex tailgate. So you can push the upper button there and just release this section where you can use it as a workbench. You could lean in for some items maybe, or you can extend your tailgate and have it out to here. From there, you can push on the lower button, which is going to be just like every other tailgate for the most part, opening it up, where you do have a grab handle here, spray and bed liner, tons of tie downs, and an auxiliary on that right side. But from here, you can lower all of this, and now you have an easy way to enter and exit along with that grab handle. Now, I guess the second option for this truck is the kicker audio that you can listen to while you are working at the back of your truck. This is not a power tailgate, however, which I think would be nice to see. Now, as we work our way to the interior, really nice design. This has Bose for the audio, lots of great materials, all the leather and trim accents, and then you'll notice multi-colors for these leather seats with the white piping, red stitching. There's storage behind the upper section, and then you can also flip up the bottoms. So if you need more interior storage, you can do that, and then obviously have your rear passengers. Now at 5'10", there's a lot of space back here. You have cup holders, these are heated seats, there's auxiliaries and vents, and I have about 4 inches of headroom between this Alcantara headliner. So again, very spacious. You have cup holders in the armrest and that sliding rear window. And then up front, you do get memory seating adjustments, side mirror controls, window adjustments, more storage down below, and then an automatic set of front seats, which have a nice look to them. So as we start this up, we're greeted with a solid leather steering wheel. There's paddle shifters on both sides, along with volume and tuning adjustments underneath the paddles themselves. There's adaptive cruise, heated steering wheel, and then you have quite a lot that you can go through with the digital gauge cluster. So there are a lot of vitals that you can monitor. You can also get into your music, your phone, along with navigation there, and then you have a lot of layouts that you can get into depending on how you'd like to view this information, along with what information you would like to see. And you can even get into the head-up display and configure that as well. Now there's the headlight adjustments along with the dimmer switch. There's a light for the bed, all the four-wheel drive selectors, a trailering mode, and then you do have a few that you can toggle through for on-road and off-road. There's the e-brake and then the head-up display controls, so you can toggle through that information. There's leather for the dash, vents underneath that, and then on this home screen, you have information on the right side that you can scroll through along with the icons here on the left. And then you can get into your music, get into Google Maps, pull up your phone. It's pretty easy to go through all this information, so it's nice that you have that readily available. Underneath that, there's all of the climates, whether your fan speed, temperature, where you'd like the air to go. You get heated and ventilated seats, and then lane keeping assist, parking sensors, engine start stop, you can open the tailgate from inside. There's traction control, downhill assist, and then you get a rear locker and you get a front and rear locker at the same time. There's cup holders, plenty of storage, and then you have a lot of different camera angles depending on where you need to see. So for a large truck like this, it definitely makes it very beneficial, so that way you can see around and you have no issues. Now you can also go into the low range gear to use the paddles and parks up top. There's a trailer braking system, wireless charging, lots of storage in the armrest, and then there's 2 glove boxes. So you have even more interior space. Then you have the digital rear view mirror with the garage door buttons, and then dome lights and controls for the sunroof and that rear glass. And then here's a look at visibility, where it's pretty easy to see over both shoulders, even for this big truck. And we're still in sport mode. Here's a small acceleration. And just in the normal setting there, we could easily get up to speed. It's a heavy truck, but it definitely has a good bit of power to get up and move. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for this GMC Sierra. Like you already saw, very nice interior with all of the materials. You have a very high seating position, as you would expect, not only for a full-size truck, but one that also has a small lift to it. And even with bridge bumps like that, you didn't even feel them. It's a very forgiving suspension, which is nice to feel. And so if you want a very capable truck, you need a big truck like this, certainly a great option to go with, especially where a lot of pickup trucks are closing in on 6 figures. There's quite a lot. This is just a 1500. So if you go with a 2500 or a 3500, you're easily going to be dropping close to 6 figures with those trucks. So if you want something that I would say is a little bit more on par with some basic full-size trucks, I did compare this with a few others on the times that we've had them. This seems to be a pretty good price. It's expensive for a pickup truck, but it seems to be a pretty good price for vehicles in this price range. And obviously having that V8 engine, which a lot of manufacturers are going towards twin turbo engines, they're going towards V6s, smaller displacements. You can still get the NA V8, which I know will draw a lot of people to it. But that is going to wrap it up for this GMC Sierra AT4X. Once again, a huge shout out to Randy Marion GMC for providing this truck for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.